Hey guys, what's going on? It's Gale right here, back on the 5-9 channel to talk more about Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and today we got our first teaser look at Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Not a big teaser, it's only a 10-second clip of the logo and when it's releasing. But today with me to discuss this very topic, we have a resident Sonic fan in Iron Cane. Say hello, Iron Cane.
What's going on, guys? Sonic time, let's go.
Hey, let's get it. So, of course, we've just got the first look at the Sonic teaser trailer, or the teaser trailer for the Sonic the Hedgehog 2, as you guys can see on your screens right now. I'm not gonna, play it in full motion just in case, but you guys can see the logo for yourselves. It's very, very pretty. Kind of hints towards Tails a bit. What do you think about that, Iron Cane? What are your thoughts? Do you think it hints towards Tails, or is it something else, or... What do you think? The two definitely looks like the tale of Tails.
Yeah, no,
very funny.
It's really cool because I think like with Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Part 2, I think they did a similar thing where they did the two with the tails. So it's a very neat little, like, I like the design too, like the neon. It looks very, very nice. They're going pretty basic, but I guess, Sonic's fine going basic with the title, not like Sonic the Hedgehog 2, blah, 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 just Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And since Tails is going to be in the movie, they revealed in the end credits scene of the last movie, yeah, it's definitely, we're gonna see Sonic and Tails working together. That's gonna be really cool.
For sure. I mean, they kind of are using a bit of the previous movie's style to it. Of course, the last movie also had some neon takes to it in certain posters and visual keyworks, right? So I think that's a good step in the right direction, that they're taking some stuff from the previous movie while also remaining that basic, simple, straightforward, no over the top like subtitle like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Sonic meets Tails or something like that. So I like it. It's simple, straightforward, like they said, extremely obvious in the tweet itself. So very good stuff there. Now let's talk a bit about the release date. Of course, this movie is releasing on April 8th, 2022. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think it's good enough time? Of course, we know in these pandemic times, movies are very hesitant to release within this year, even right now. Of course, even though the pandemic is, slowly going away, the vaccines are going around, all that jazz, and movies are starting to come out at a more frequent rate. But do you think this is a good release date for them, or should they have maybe considered a later release date, maybe a earlier release date potentially?
I think it's a decent release date because I think the last one came out in February of last year, so it's a solid 2 years. I think they're supposed to start filming very soon, actually. Whether or not they're gonna hit that, is up to be seen. The last one was delayed, but that was because Sonic having a redesign. I don't know if they're gonna have any redesigns now. I think people are pretty happy with Tails, so I don't know if he's gonna be redesigned. Beyond that, the only characters that look different is, I guess, Eggman. And I doubt they're going to redesign. He looked great at the end. So I doubt they're going to have any delays based on designs. But it's very possible they could have a delay based on anything else, like with the pandemic, like you were saying.
Yeah, I think that's something we will be talking about in just a second. But before we go any further, as you were talking about the first movie, let's start off with, how did you like the first movie? Did you think it met your expectations? Were you expecting a more true to the originals kind of take to it? Did you like the more earthbound Sonic take to it, kind of like Sonic X, I suppose, if anything? What were your thoughts, Iron? Because in my opinion, while I did like the whole concept of him being on Earth and everything, and obviously meeting Eggman for the first time arguably and whatnot, I would have personally preferred him to be based in the Sonic world itself, Emerald Hill, all the locations, meeting his friends arguably for the first time there, his teammates potentially for the future. But yeah, what about you? What are your thoughts on that? Did you prefer that, or would you have preferred a original take?
I think with most of these movies, like you've seen with like Detective Pikachu, it's always like the IP with a human. It's never just like the IP on its own. So they always kind of do that. Of course, I would like to see. And they gave a little backstory, which was nice. Maybe they could have shown Sonic with, like Knuckles, Tails, like in the past, prior to him coming to Earth. But I think it did a pretty good job. The only part that really bothered me in the new movie was just seeing Sonic do, like, he was flossing. That was a little cringy to me.
Yeah. Of course, I mean, they had to kind of modernize him, but I think that's something that's a problem. Like you said, it's not only Detective Pikachu, of course, like you mentioned, it's happened in the Godzilla movies as well.
Yeah.
it's just the humanization, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing in certain situations. I feel like when you're taking an IP that isn't based in this world, I feel like sometimes you might want to try and go out of the ordinary and work with what their homes are, basically the characters' homes, and revolve it around them more so than the humans. But it's understandable that at the end of the day, humans will connect to humans the best, probably, right? um Okay, so let's move on to what would we like to see now from this new movie. Like I mentioned, I would have preferred to see him in his home world, Emerald Hill and whatnot. I'm really hoping to see him go back now. I think it's time. Like I think it's still good to have the humans involved in some format, but I feel like the main course should be him finally, going back to the place he came from effectively. What about you, Iron? Do you believe that's the route they should take?
You know what theory I have? I was just thinking is that probably Eggman is gonna figure out. He's probably gonna figure out how to get back to Earth, obviously. But I feel like what's going to happen, he's gonna figure out how to get to Sonic's like home planet, world, zone, whatever you want to call it, and he's gonna like hold like Nightclaw hostage or something, or like I don't know, destroy like his home planet, zone, or whatever you want to call it. And Sonic's gonna be like, "Oh, I gotta go back, man. I gotta go back." And then the human guy, I forget his name, but he's like, "No, I can't let you go alone."
Yeah, I don't remember his name either. I'm not gonna lie. No offense. Like as much as I enjoyed the movie, the name of the guy I completely
Yeah,
forgot.
no, I feel like he did a good job. It's just I'm watching a movie for Sonic. I'm not watching for the human dude. But yeah, I feel like whatever happens, like if they're jumping zones and stuff like that, that guy's gonna come along because he's just like a shoo-in at this point, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think so. That's the case. So, of course, like you said, you had the whole theory of Eggman finding a way back. And, of course, at the end of the last movie, spoilers for those who haven't watched it. Of course, if you haven't watched it, pause the video now, watch it, and then come back. You'll probably spend like an hour and a half doing that. So, I don't know. You could just watch it if you don't care about spoilers, of course. But at the end of the last movie, we did see Tails trying to find Sonic with some scanner of sorts or something. What do you think might have happened? Do you think it's kind of like what you said? He's finally found a way to Sonic's home world, and now they're kind of having to rely on Sonic being the savior for their world, potentially, because of Eggman terrorizing them.
Yeah, that's a possibility. And I also think I remember I forget the name of the owl. Was it Nightclaw or Night? It was Nightwing, but it was Night something, I think, or the owl. And she was being attacked by like the Echidna people. So maybe Tails is like finding Sonic because of that, or maybe it's because of the Eggman thing. I don't know, but something's urgent. Something's urgent. He needs Sonic. That's all we know for sure.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Of course, it'll be very interesting to see what happens in the movie. But of course, we have two more things that kind of relate to the topic as to why potentially he may be going back. Is first and foremost, of course, Eggman. Do you think that they will kind of quote unquote fatten him up and make him go to his more original design, where he's more rotund, for a lack of a better word? Of course, we did see him with his signature bald head and the curly mustache. Will they go the whole distance with Jim Carrey, do you think, Iron Kane? And of course, will they also go for the traditional designs for his robots as well? The original designs, maybe take some inspiration from that, more cartoony as well, take that approach, or will they go for the still more realistic robots?
I think it's very possible because I mean it'd be funny if you got like fat off of mushrooms or something. But if there's animals on that zone, I mean he doesn't really have that much to work with. You'd probably have to like plug him into some robots if there are like flickies or whatever the hell they're called there.
Of course. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. But what about the robots? Do you think they'll go for the more original design for the robots, or
it would be cool, definitely because like the last movie was pretty generic, just like futuristic, like laser eyeball things. But it would be nice to see more traditional designs for sure.
Yeah, I think they're going for more, like I said, I think going for that more original cartoony style look as well would be kind of cool. It'll be very interesting to see how they'll design it, of course, as well, and how they could CGI it into the movie, of course, as well, right? But of course, another thing, and this is obviously the biggest point, which I'm surprised we didn't get too much of a mention of, or anything at all in the last movie, the Chaos Emeralds. Do you think we'll finally see the Chaos Emeralds in this movie?
You know what? Bring like what we were talking about before. Maybe that's another thing that Tails is like looking for Sonic for, like the Chaos Emeralds. Funny enough, they were introduced in the first Sonic game, but there were 6 for some reason. But in The
Yeah.
second movie, there were 7, and he turned into Supersonic. Very cool. So it's very possible if they're going like canonically like through the games that they would be introduced Supersonic and the Emeralds here.
Yeah, definitely. And this could also obviously lead them into the whole thing of meeting potentially Knuckles and,
Yeah, it's true.
whatever may happen in this post credit scene. We might see Knuckles, we might see Amy, we might see Amy even beforehand, who knows. Of course, if you're going to Sonic's world, I'd expect to see more of his gallery of characters rather than just Tails, I'd assume.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Do you think we'll see any more of his sidekicks, his teammates, maybe his obviously current rivals or
Now that you mention
past
that,
rivals?
it's because there's like I don't know if you ever watched the Saturday morning show like Sally and like all those characters like from the comics.
Yep.
They could even bring
Mhm.
those characters in if they really want to. Like
Exactly.
if they want to bring
Yep.
them or stick straight to the games.
Yep.
There's a huge like Sonic's cast is like
Honestly, I would love to see in the future. I mean, if they're gonna expand on it, this is a bit out of the box and out of the ordinary. I don't know if you know about Fiona and Manic, or what was his name? The Green Hedgehog. I don't remember his name.
Sonic Underground.
Not Sonic Underground. No. The Green Hedgehog that was
No.
that stole Sonic's girlfriend. I don't remember his name.
Yeah,
Bro.
the shades. Yeah.
Yeah, the shades and everything. I
Yeah.
need to check it up, but Green Hedgehog from a Green Sonic character. Yeah, but Manic the no, was it Manic the Hedgehog? It might have been. I
I'm
can't
not
remember.
sure.
Scourge or Scourge. There we
Okay.
go. Scourge the Hedgehog. But yeah, he stole Sonic's girlfriend in the comics or something along those lines. I remember reading that when I was like 8 or 9 years old. It was kind of weird at that time. But no, I would love to see more of his gallery come in. Sally, of course, like you mentioned, Fiona, Amy, so on and so forth. It'll be good to see them finally expand, but of course it's only early days. It's only Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So while I would like to see more of his characters, I think personally, going for maybe like 1 or 2 more apart from just Tails would be nice. What about you? Do you think maybe 1 or 2 more, or do
Yeah.
you think they should add more?
I think they
potentially?
might at most they'll do nods to those characters from the comics, but I think they're gonna specifically focus on the games. And like you said with the Chaos Emeralds, that's basically how Knuckles was introduced. Sonic was flying in the Angel Island, Supersonic. Knuckles just like flexed on him. He just like jumped on him and he snatched all the emeralds. So that's probably how he'll be introduced. I imagine in some way. But if they're going canonically, I imagine this time the end credits scene will be Knuckles.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It does seem a bit predictable as to how they're planning on going about it, but I must admit it's still very exciting to see how they're gonna get to it, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna be obviously the biggest thing that I think everybody would love to know about. And finally, just to kind of talk about what was played in the background of the trailer, of course, was the Emerald Coast theme from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, from the original Genesis game, of course. So do you think they'll have more of a original take to the or they'll use music from the original games, or will they take it and make a full-on remix or something like that?
It would be really nice if they did have more original music from the games. And the first movie they had something from Mania, which is cool, but that's more recent. It would be nice to have like more classic music, maybe even sound effects. Say Sonic takes a hit, maybe you hear like the classic like sound effect or something like that. Like that would be cool. But it would be nice. I think they just played the song maybe just to represent this is that's the song from the second game, so this is the second movie. I don't know if they'll do any more with that than that, but it would be nice to see for sure.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Like, I personally think they might do, like, even I agree, kind of like, I'd love to see them do the original takes, but I feel like they're gonna slip in some remix in a bit, change it up a bit, make it a bit more modernized potentially. That's my personal expectation for it, honestly. But yeah, I think that's all that there is to it. Do you have anything else you want to add on in terms of what you might want to see from the movie Iron Cane?
You know what? I'm curious because Sonic 2 is after Sonic, but technically Sonic CD, I think in the timeline or release, Sonic CD released in between 2, so it's very possible that they could introduce Amy or Metal Sonic in this movie. It's not, who knows, but it would be very, very cool because I think Sonic or Metal Sonic is one of the best villains or antagonists in Sonic.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you on that, but let us know in the comment section down below. What do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see Amy? Do you guys want to see more of Knuckles potentially? Do you think they should merge maybe two of the games into one movie and make it a blockbuster, like have Tails and Sonic plus Knuckles and coming in midway through and surprising everybody. That would be a shocker for a lot of people, to be honest. But yeah, let us know down in the comments below, what do you guys expect from the movie? What do you guys want to see from the movie? Do you guys have any expectations for what they should do beyond the second movie as well? Obviously, let us know down in the comments below. But thank you so much, Iron, for joining me today to do this discussion piece. And yeah, once again, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe on in the down below, obviously. And of course, follow us on all our socials in the description down below. It's been Gale Wright and Iron Kane. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.